What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph!
You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight... Oh man. Alright, we're coming back to King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. Yes, indeed. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard fans, feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbity-bibbity bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, well then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Sean O'Grady and Troy Rice. They both want to see me react to this song by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard called Crumbling Castle. Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a minute, hang on, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Let's see, this was posted by KEXP, okay? And the video has 751,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. A link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. God, that name. Crumbling Castle, live on KEXP. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
It is not easy to write a song in 5/8 and make it groove. actually one of the harder time signatures to make that happen. And to be honest with you folks, the only way that I've ever seen it work is exactly how they're doing it. They're disguising it as 6/8. But, like, not exactly 6/8. It's more like 3/8. It's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and. It's like that. It's really the only way to do it. I mean, you could try doing it as just 5, and best of luck to you. The way they're doing it, it has that illusion of 3/8. 3/8. But it's not 3/8. It's not 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's 1, 2, 3, 1 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and. You see what I mean? It's like you got that 3 feel right into a very quick, straight, like 1/4. It's like 3/8 and 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and. And it's really the only way that I've ever seen that you can make 5/8 groove, and just to the point where you really almost to the point where you don't have to count anymore. I mean, the groove will become self-sufficient. It'll become established. I mean, obviously you should still count. If you're playing it, you should still be, especially if you're in the rhythm section. Drummer and bass player especially, you should be counting no matter what. But it feels good. Like I said, I gotta tip the cap. I gotta tip the cap to them for making 5/8 groove, and they definitely are making it work. Let's keep going. Push up to 7/8. 5, 7. They did. Interesting. Putting the 7/8 against 4/4 like that with the drummer. switching between 5/8 and 7/8. I'm sure there's a pattern. I'm sure there is. I'm sure that there's a pattern that is being repeated as far as how many measures of 5 before they do so many measures of 7. Before they go back to do so many measures of 5 and then a certain number of measures of 7. I'm sure there's a pattern. I haven't found it yet. But I have noticed that they have been switching between the 5/8 and the 7/8. Gotta give them props for doing that smoothly. It doesn't sound awkward at all. It doesn't sound like a train wreck. It sounds very smooth. Gotta give them credit for that. Absolutely. Let's just see if we can finish this out. There's only like 3 minutes left. See if we can finish this out. Nice cross-sticking on the drummers.
Crumbling Castle, inching closer each century. Crumbling Castle, waters rising every crumbling castle.
Now it's great to hit 4. Ha ha ha. Back to 5. Now back to 4/4 again. Jeez.
Discover new music at listener-powered.kexp.org.
Yeah. Why do I get the feeling this is just going to be a day of weird filmings for me? I just did Porcupine Tree and now I did these guys. Why do I got the feeling this is going to be a weird day? All right. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard with Crumbling Castle. This was a request from Sean O'Grady and Troy Rice. Yeah. Another weird one today. I have no idea when I'm filming this. I don't look. I put these lists together, you know, and I don't really pay attention to where I'm putting things, you know, in order as far as, you know, grouping things and what to expect. And you know, I have no idea. I have a list, you know, and I go down the list, and when okay, this is over and done, I take it off. What's next? Oh, okay. It's not like I constructed these lists knowing, you know, who's going with who. I don't do that. I like to keep things random and unplanned, totally and completely spontaneous. Anyway, yeah, this is gonna be a weird day. I just know it. I just know it. I can feel it. It's gonna be a weird day. Full of weird bands. Okay. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you guys and say that King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard are my new favorite band of all time. No, they're not. No, they're not. I would never in a million years listen to these guys probably on my own. I just wouldn't. I'll do it here for the reactions. I'll do it here for you guys. But I really I don't see myself ever becoming a fan of these guys. I just don't. They're very avant-garde. They're very out there with their style of music. And I like, don't get me wrong, I like music that, you know, challenges me. And I like music that, you know, makes you think. I like music that, you know, grooves and everything like that. But at the same time, if that's their whole shtick, if that's their whole gimmick, it's I don't know, maybe it's this, maybe it's just like, maybe they're just too jam bandy for me. It just doesn't, it's just not my cup of tea, guys. It's just not. Having said that, on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give that an 8.4. Yep, 8.4. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
So we're all gonna go to school right here for a couple of minutes.
While this may not necessarily be my cup of tea, and while it may not necessarily be my jam or my thing, there is no denying that there was some great things happening here. I'm just gonna start off with this, the most obvious thing. The constant changing of time signatures. Now, I am not a huge fan of bands who constantly change time signatures just for the sake of changing time signatures. Rapidly, so often, and so diverse that finding a groove is just pretty much impossible. You know, when you have, you know, you have 64 measures, and within those 64 measures, you've got 27 time signature changes. That is a big issue for me. I just do not see the reason for it. I do not understand why there are certain bands that love doing that. I mean, I guess there might be a market for it, but I don't know about you guys. For me personally, I'm far more into having a solid groove, you know, than, you know, being blown away by complexity of let's see how many time signature changes we can shoehorn into this phrase, you know. Not a fan of that. But that's not what these guys did. They took 3 time signatures, and they worked with those 3 time signatures, and they came up with this. Now, were there time signature changes? Yeah, there were. I think there was, I don't know how many there were total throughout the course of an over 8-minute long song. But I never once felt like they only spent 4 measures on one time signature. Every time they changed time signatures, they spent like at least 8 measures. At least 8 measures per time signature change. I'm okay with that. And the reason I'm okay with that is because those 8 measures will give you an opportunity to find the groove and get into the groove and lock in with the groove. I'm okay with that. Speaking of groove, 5/8. Probably one of the hardest time signatures to groove with. I mean, I'll be honest with you guys, 7/8's easier to groove to than 5/8 is. And the only way that I have ever found that you can make 5/8 groovable, like the only way you can make 5/8 feel like it has a groove is to do it exactly how they did it. by taking it and breaking it into two parts. Every measure, the 5/8 measure, and breaking it into two parts. A 3/8 with a 1/4. 1, 2, 3, 1 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and 1, 2, 3, 1 and. That's the only way I have ever found that you can make 5/8 have a groove. And they did it. They absolutely nailed it. 7/8, it's easier to make 7/8 groove than it is 5/8, believe it or not. And they did a great job with that as well. And then, surprisingly, shockingly, I was thinking they were going to do like 9/8 or something like that. Nope, they went into a straight ahead 4/4 feel at the end. How funny was that? The playing within the drummers. One of the drummer, the dominant drummer, and they would trade off. They would have one drummer be the dominant drummer who would set up that 5/8 or that 7/8. I'm going to talk about the 7/8 section toward the end in particular. You had the 7/8 established, right? But within that 7/8, you had the other drummer playing accent, just hitting downbeats on 4/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. While the other drummer was going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And every once in a while, like every 2 measures, they would line up. That was really cool, though. I have to admit, that was fun. That was fun. It was interesting to see the 2 drummers working in tandem like that. And then there were times where they would come together, like when they played straight 4/4, the 2 drummers would actually play together, locked in, exactly the same pattern, same hits, same drums, same everything. That was fun. That was definitely fun. Guitar playing, it was good. It was good. I wouldn't say there was anything mind-blowing happening there, but it was solid. Same thing with the bass playing. Same thing with the keyboard playing. I'm gonna lob all of them into one statement. They all did a great job. Okay, nothing impressively mind-blowing, but it all worked out really well, and everybody did a great job. Vocally, I'm not the biggest fan of his vocals. I'm just not. But they work. They do work, and I didn't hear him doing anything wrong, so I'm not gonna take any points off. I'm just not the biggest fan of his vocal tone, man. I'm not. But it's okay. It's all right. Like I said, the biggest thing for me was the play with time signature and making it solid and making it seamless and making it groove. Switching from the 5/8 to the 7/8 in such ways that I had to take a double take a few times and go, wait a minute, did they switch? It was that smooth. It was like, wait a minute. Oh, we were in 5/8. Wait. Oh, they switched. Where did they switch? I didn't feel a switch. That's how seamless they made it, and that's not easy to do. That's pretty good, man. I gotta say that is impressive. That is definitely impressive. So yeah, overall, I feel good with that 8.4, man. I do. I think it's well deserved and well earned. Am I a fan? No. Do I love the song? No. Will I ever listen to this song again? Highly doubtful. I don't think so. I don't think I ever will listen to this again. But it was fun to listen to. It was fun to count. So, yeah, man, 8.4. I feel good with that score, and that's where we're gonna stay. So, 8.4, final score. I have spoken. Well, that's gonna do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully, I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, well then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for the night, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.